Mercury trine Jupiter. Okay, so have you ever had like that moment where the right words just kind of showed up at the right time? Like you were thinking about something, you're turning it over in your mind, and then just like that, you may overhear a conversation or a song lyric, a passing comment, and suddenly everything just clicks. And this isn't some form of coincidence. It's the universe speaking. It's when Mercury and Jupiter come together in a way that feels effortless and a beautiful trine. It's a conversation between the mind and something bigger than us. Yeah, our mind and a greater power. It's when that part of us just knows something's true, it's right. It really is an energy of signs, of synchronicities, or sudden clarity comes in. It's where we say something offhandedly in a conversation, and then we come to realize later that that was the exact thing that you needed to say out loud, or maybe hear yourself say, to make it real, to ground it in some way. It's that feeling of expansion, of doors opening. Finally understanding, something that you've been trying to grasp. Okay? So, what does that mean for us? If we're paying attention, this is a moment where the universe is placing answers right in front of us. It's saying, if you take a step, we'll take a step with you. We'll come together. We can grow from this experience. It's an energy of learning, of seeing more, of understanding more. It's like that moment where you finally put words to something that you've been feeling for a long time, but you couldn't articulate it up till this point in time. It just finally came together. Or maybe you've been sitting with some kind of choice or decision or a question or a hesitation, and you've been turning it over and over and over in your mind. And then out of nowhere, okay, you just hear something, and maybe it's in a book, and maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's just a thought that slips through your mind so easily you almost missed it. But when it lands, boom, it hits hard. And just like that, boom, you see things differently. The universe is offering us a shift in perception when Mercury trines Jupiter. One that can change the way we see ourselves, our path, and our possibilities. Question is, are we listening? Are we paying attention? We'll have conversations that will leave us changed for life. We'll sit down with someone expecting just a casual chat. And somehow that casual chat turns into one of the most meaningful conversations you've ever had in your life, and you walk away with this feeling of lightness or clearness or clarity. Yeah, you were seen, perhaps. You were heard, perhaps. That's Mercury trine Jupiter. It's the kind of energy where we find ourselves saying things out loud that we didn't even know we needed to say or hear. If there's something unspoken in a relationship, this is a moment when our words, if we think it through first, our words can come through quite easily, naturally, without some kind of tension behind it. And instead of feeling stuck or misunderstood, we feel heard. And if we meet someone new under this energy, the connection is just effortless. We find ourselves talking with them for hours, and we learn things we never expected to, and we open up in ways we usually don't. But it's not just about chemistry, it's about that mental connection. It's shared minds, it's shared curiosity, it's a sense that this person is placed in your path for a reason, like you somehow know them without not knowing them. Or you've had that random conversation that changes the course of your career. You're talking at work and all of a sudden somebody mentions an opportunity you didn't even know existed. Or maybe you shared an idea and it just flew from there. Or somebody says, as you're talking about something, you could really do something with that. And you go, I could? That, okay? That is the moment. Mercury trine Jupiter. Opportunities appear through conversations, through ideas, through connections. And we don't have to force things, but we do need to show up. We do need to be present. And when we are, it just happens. It's a powerful time to speak up, to share your ideas, to put yourself in places where, conversations can lead to more. Because if we're listening closely, something someone says in passing could be exactly the opportunity we've been waiting for. It just took those 4 or 5 words to boom, put it all together for us. So if something grabs our attention, or if we feel drawn to a certain book or conversation, a topic, it's not random, okay? There's something there for us. And the best thing we can do, well, I guess stay open, okay? Stay open to what might come your way. Just stay curious of why that's in your path. And follow what feels expansive, feels like growth in your life. Because if we let this energy guide us, we just might stumble onto something that changes everything. So what shows up for us under this energy? It's usually what we've been thinking about or questioning or we're wondering. Okay? Mercury trine Jupiter is a moment when the universe gives us the next piece of the puzzle. So usually it's the questions we're putting forth. And we find that the answer wasn't really hidden. It was there the whole time. It was already here. The only question really that we need to ask is, are we listening?